Live, all right.
You're live!
Live. Hi, this is Brodie Perkins. I'm a toys and collectibles sculptor. I've worked for a bunch of different companies: McFarlane, NECA, DC Collectibles, Mattel, Four Horsemen, 3A, 3-0. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Anyway, my buddies here invited me to do this sculpt, so I hope I don't screw it up. So. Just gonna start pulling things around here. I like to work. With the poly group shade art on. I don't know why, I just always do. For some reason, it makes the screen brighter and makes things stand out when especially when I'm messing with a lot of different subtools. Just to be clear, I have no real clear idea what I'm going to be doing.
The best type of art.
I'm just kind of going for stuff, and we'll see what happens. Oh, hey, cool. So is there a way, so what I'm used to is the release turn?
Yeah, do you want to do this?
Yes, thank you.
I told you, the 3-button thing.
Yeah, it must be.
We're
right.
switching his pen out. We had a special 3-button one here.
Oldish, schoolish. Just gonna flop some eyeballs in here.
Yes, I do.
Well, you guys are pretty. Yes.
Right.
Well, that's one of them.
Let me know.
What is something we could promote? I'd have to go over. I have to see you.
Cool, that.
What do people do on these things? Just feel the silence, chatter. I can do that.
The only thing we've had is my cell phone has now become registered.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's scroll up here. Let's say it's about 90% finished. Getting really close to something. Nice. I work a lot with Dynamesh. It's kind of, I use it constantly. I use it well beyond when most people say to stop using it and start subdividing. I just never work that way. It's probably not necessarily the right way, but it works for me. Sometimes it kind of bounces a little bit.
I would get them.
Me too. We're board games in his own house. I don't know. That was the first I've seen that change. That's the first. Oh, I think it's the monitor. Yeah, I think it's the bridge for the next week. It's not done.
This is James from Hasbro.
Hey, James from Hasbro, how you doing,
You're going up tomorrow?
Yeah.
He's tomorrow. He's the first person tomorrow.
Okay. I am? Yes.
You're at 10 in the morning.
10 o'clock on the first day?
Yeah.
What time does the show start?
9.
I'm the first one. Done.
Set the pace for the day, man.
It is
Gonna be amazing.
funny. This is my first rodeo. You gotta have a little gap. Open. It's settled. It's going. I don't want to be settled. Smooth, settled.
I'll be here.
You're gonna be here
I'll
at
be first
9:30.
thing. Yeah. I'll be first thing. Ready to go.
You want to see West Dress? I don't want to. I don't want to extend that. I don't want to get them.
Well, let me check.
This is nothing pretty right now. That's a lot of beginning stages of any sculpting. At least when I'm working on them, it's pretty ugly for a while.
ZBrush 2019.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, howdy. Checking out what's going on here, man.
Pro level scribbling.
He's just going with the groove, doing a sculpt. Whatever comes to mind.
Big thing back here.
Oh, okay.
Did you have questions about it?
Oh, no, I'm just interested in
All
this
right.
stuff, man. Like, I've been using ZBrush since, like, 2008.
Okay.
And, like,
Welcome to the family.
Yeah.
But you're already a member. You're a 10-year member.
Yeah.
A veteran.
How long have you been using?
What's today?
What's today?
Thursday?
Today's Thursday. Since Monday? You've been using it since Monday?
Last Monday, in your face.
You know, it explains a lot.
You'll never know tomorrow I look like a pro.
You're gonna learn, like, Dynamesh and all that stuff. And, like, and then, like, 5 years ago, it didn't really exist. So, like, sculpting on ZBrush back, like, in 2008 to, like, 2015 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, all these new crazy features weren't
Do you
added
use
until, like,
Sculptris Pro?
I haven't used Sculpting. I started using it, I didn't really like it.
No, but you use Sculptris Pro inside of ZBrush.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
Because I just thought it'd be like,
It was completely written differently from the ground up
Really?
inside of ZBrush. That's why it's called Sculptris Pro.
I guess I gotta try it.
Tessellating and decimating at the same time.
All right,
Use all the brushes.
fine, I'll try
You
it.
might find a nice workflow. You can pull it up
You
then.
hooked him.
Those nice lips again.
Both lines.
You gotta try it now.
Pucker lips.
Oh man,
Getting kissy faced.
the new ZBrush is so good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, it's so freaking good.
I like how you say it like you're surprised.
What happened?
It's like it's so good. You're like, oh, well, that's good. Like you didn't know. Like you're like, oh, God.
Well, listen, you as the developer, right, as in developing it, you try, and of course, as an artist, I'm trying it on different situations.
Yeah.
But there's only so much I can try and test and figure when you put it out there, and everyone tries different experiments. So it's good to hear everybody that's been trying it, it's going well.
You know what's really nice? Hands.
Oh, yeah?
It understands fingers now.
Well, I better.
It doesn't like make glue between the fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like spit between them, you know.
Like, don't get me wrong, the very first ZBrush, I probably threw, I want to say maybe 150, 200 models. Like, I was throwing different scenarios, different models. Well, there's times where you only do so much at a point, and it takes more time to develop the code more.
I never.
But yeah, this third version, well, I threw some different types of ideas and models because obviously our user base is also very different. You got CAD people, you got sculptors, you got toy guys.
Dude, I'm trying to be a toy guy.
Hasbro.
Really?
Yeah, he's joking. He's been using ZBrush for a long time. he's trying to be funny. He's working in a stand-up comedy. It's not going well. That's why he still works at Hasbro.
Yeah!
Well, I do. I work for a 3D printing company here in San Diego.
Okay, which one?
Incept. I don't have a card for it.
What printers do you guys have?
We have like 15 or 20 Form 2s. We have a couple boxes, some Prusas, a Fortis. We have Hypercubes. We have Sigmax. I think we're trying to get the Form 3, but we're waiting on to see how it turns out because it has that new flexible bed, and we're not sure if we want to do that and put it in production. So we're waiting until people have issues with it, they fix it, and then we'll get a Form 3.
So you're here in downtown San Diego? Or?
No, we're in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the name of it again? Sorry.
Incept.
Oh, yeah.
Incept 3D. We don't really have people walking in. We don't really take phone calls, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask her. Like, first thing, like, just
Yeah, so we've done, I don't know how to say it, but we've done work for Pixologic. search engine is really popular. We've done.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're live, by the way. Streaming live.
You know, we've done work for toy companies here as well, and like.
So name, social security,
Anything you want to share with us?
information.
Is that a glove you're wearing, Brodie?
It's my nerd glove.
Yes!
Welcome.
It's the one with the padding.
Look, you have a member.
Yes!
You got one too? You've got multiple members here.
Yeah.
I don't like gloves.
I pick on him all the time.
I don't even know what that is.
His glove's got his own personality.
Some people love them. I can't.
Got a special drink for you.
Oh, look at that.
You want one or two?
What is that? Oh my god.
It's the,
That's hilarious.
man, whatever you want to give me.
Yeah. Well, you know
brother.
what? Yeah, no problem. You guys are pros, so maybe.
I got the lightsaber, so
Oh, you did all right.
I did a couple of them.
I just. I haven't made any like.
Mark Newman says, go Brodie.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark support. Way to go, Mark.
Mark support.
Superheroes. I think other people will be sculpting as superheroes. Let me look at the list and see if you remember. Because we got more Funko artists, sideshow artists coming on the booth as well. We've got Steve Wang, Ron Maxwell, more of the film world of the prosthetics, kind of, or like things like that. Let me see what else there is. I'm trying to remember what that question is.
People wanting to see superheroes.
Yeah, someone's asking, is anybody going to be doing some superheroes?
Oh man.
Okay, so
I did Superman.
Sorry,
Fine.
man. That's my day job. This is my night job.
I'm Paul.
Oh no, Joe Mena.
Oh.
Oh, hey Paul, I see. I know you.
I'm gonna make a note of this.
Joe.
I live in San Diego.
Joe will be doing Batman.
We have our LA office.
And Joe is going Saturday.
Okay.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, we'd love to have you as a company.
No guarantees, but I'm going to at least put you in contact with the right people. We're always looking for all the first thing next year.
Yeah, so Joe Mena goes on Saturday, 10 in the morning. He'll be doing superhero.
So we have a
Batman.
database of people that can produce this stuff, especially if they're on the West Coast.
I think that may be it that's doing superheroes. But I don't know, they might be just sculpting different things until, I don't know until they get here. For that person who asked the question.
Shapeways is nice if I wanted to do hobby stuff. If I want stuff professional hiring, but that's me because I know the hiring stuff. So it's coach me into printing.
If that were an object, but it was just like a pain in the butt, you got rid of it.
Have your email address.
Oh, sure.
Take care.
If I own a massage business,
And they were sculptors? No, totally different thing. Listen,
you missed the segue.
okay?
Because my angels are
You got a
telling
segue?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I'm not ever gonna let you ride that.
I don't have a segue. You just said segue.
Segue from the conversation.
Print stuff like that.
I was kind of pointing at that too.
Listen, people gotta stop doing self-portraits. This is just ridiculous.
Brodie, are you going to sculpt the glove too? Have the glove sculpt the glove in there.
It's too meta, man. I can't.
Don't let him influence you, okay? His glove's got a person. What's the name of your glove for the new one?
Glovicus.
Glovicus. See, his name is Maximus. I think we should bedazzle his glove, and then it'd be the opposite. Scratching.
I don't want to use Pixologic's platform to promote gloves, but these are the best ones right here.
Oh yeah, I have that one too. I have the black one though.
Yeah, it's solid, man. Yeah.
A what? That is a Wacom arm. That's theirs. For their new line. This is the brand new, brand new 24 inch. No, it's not Apple. So
So
this
then
is
it's like even
this is the new for the new 24 inch and the 32 inches. So this is a new arm which they contracted out.
It's pronounced Wacom.
It's Wacom.
I had never done this.
They don't know.
Whack-a-mole.
Go to the Wacom League, they're going to tell you it's pronounced Wacom.
I've also got other new Wacom higher up. Wacom. That wake up.
Right?
You're welcome.
I'm not really going for
As a side note,
realism
I want to
if anyone's
apologize when I started using ZBrush.
curious about what's
I
going
may
on.
have obtained it in dubious ways.
Wow, it is a Wacom branded arm. That's cool.
But since
What is?
The arm, the Ergotron arm is branded.
Oh, really?
That's what I know.
Oh no, I knew they were.
Yeah.
coming out, yeah.
Well, now we got
And that wouldn't work, but it's not on the stand.
I just use my company's copy because they have multiple licenses, and they don't know which ones are being used or which are sold. We're getting 20% off. You can feel it. For the subscription card.
Jowls out.
Just perpetual license. Or
I don't know if I want to drop $200 right now when I already have one order. I want you to call my company doesn't pay me that much, so I can drop $200 on software. So sorry. It's all right. One day I'll be up to that level. Do you tomorrow? Why would you not?
My hands are too swift for the software. Computer.
It's this.
Oh, perpetual. 700.
They mean perpetual.
Huh?
They mean perpetual.
It means that you own the software.
I mean, like they really mean it because I've never paid for an upgrade in like 10 years.
Oh yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're not promising that anymore.
Yeah. I don't blame them. I kind of feel bad sometimes.
How's Paul like an hour or
all
two
these
around
professional
here.
licenses?
It's not going to be a finished piece by any means. I'm just kind of roughing out an idea.
James Carter and the glove.
One thing I like to do, and I learned this like really on, when I was first learning how to sculpt in ZBrush and just building in general, is I forgot who I used to be good at name dropping, but I can't think of his name. He's a well-known sculptor. But one of his pro tips, especially if you're doing aged guys or guys with lots of wrinkles or furrowed brows and stuff like that, is to cut in like super deep. Just do a whole bunch of lines. You don't even have to really, go with the general grain of how things would go. The idea is like these aren't your wrinkles. These are what you're going to end up with. It's just to give you some kind of texture and some variance in your surface. Yep. I don't think I'm far enough really along to really do a lot of that.
What was that?
Right now, but yeah, like he would do like like a dozen
ZBrush, okay.
just like that, a ton like crisscrossing all over the chin and stuff. And then once you do Dynamesh and you just kind of smooth out a little bit, you get you just kind of get like some stuff, and then you layer on your skin textures when you're polishing things up and kind of doing final details, and you get some really nice looking variations. I could even probably stand to turn the intensity up a little bit.
You're back. They're random. Giving away everything for today. So tomorrow it starts all over. Yep. Why green? Is there a reason why you like to be in green, or?
I could do, purple. What do you prefer? What color do you like?
Purple.
Purple? It's gonna take me a minute. I like that. That's a good feeling. Do that one. I like to sculpt with the
polygroup on?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing paint. Oh, so you're polygroup.
No, I just have polygroup on, and I just like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a little more to my eye, a little more pleasing than.
And then he's turned off the line. For those that don't know, he's turned off the line feature.
Yeah.
A little word right there so everybody knows. Looking good.
Kinda. Just being nice.
Sculpting, baby. It's art.
I'm arting over here. Arting hard.
Again, everyone, I'm still monitoring the questions, so send any questions in online to ask Brodie, and I'll be happy to throw them his way.
They don't have to be about this. They can be about the toy industry.
Toy industry.
My favorite color.
What is your favorite color?
I bounce between red and blue.
That's
I
interesting.
know they're basic colors, but
So now, here's the thing about the red and blue. Joseph is colorblind red and blue. So he doesn't know when it's red or blue. It's green, it's red and blue. Imagine being colorblind, trying to be an artist.
I might as well be.
I'm a blue
See my
guy.
clothes.
I'm a blue guy.
I don't know what's going on. What I meant to do, but it's fine. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, sorry to hover. I want to watch Brodie work.
No, it's fine. It's fine, my friend.
Yeah.
What do you like better, lions or wolves?
Lions.
Lions or wolves?
I don't know. I like wolves, so I make it hard
Wolves?
for you.
We need a tiebreaker. Lions or wolves?
Wolves. We got a wolves over here.
Alright,
Wolves
wolves it
win.
is.
Wolves
it is.
win.
All right.
So what tip could you give someone trying to get into the toy industry? What good tip could you give them?
Come to Comic-Con. Come to Comic-Con, man. It's
Any
came
other
here-
shows you would say to go to as a toy?
I hear Emerald City.
Emerald City's
is
really good.
and
Yep.
New York.
There's New York
Comic-Con.
Comic Con as well.
That's all I'm really aware of. Maybe Dragon Con, but I haven't heard of many people going to that.
Is there any good websites maybe you can recommend for people to get information about toys, or a good place for people to post work? Do you know any?
I mean, we got the
ZBrush Central honestly is a good one.
It's a good
I know
one.
a lot of people have gotten
There's
work.
there's a couple, yeah. ArtStation too as well, but I mean, I came here, man, like 7 years ago just for fun, and just came to hang out with friends. And walked in, I was like, realized everyone's here. You got Hasbro, you got Mattel, you got Lego, you got Weta, you got Giant Sideshow, you got everybody here. So, and it's not like some conventions where you go to a booth and it's just some interns they hired to hand you a pamphlet.
Yeah, no, it's the
It's
actual
like,
art.
it's the artists, it's the art directors, it's sometimes the owners. It's
So is that how you got in the toy industry?
Yeah.
You're at Comic Con, you're like, dude, this is what I'm gonna do.
The following year, I came with my portfolio. I shook a lot of hands, kissed a lot of babies, which was weird because they did not agree to that.
Yeah.
And met some people, and I had a few friends, just kind of toy nerds that I was buddies with. And the following year, I came again. I remember I was interviewing, I think, with Lego,
Oh wow.
or just sitting to them, talking to
Yeah.
them. It wasn't like a real interview. And then my wife came with me, and we had gotten to know the Four Horsemen over at, if you guys don't know what Four Horsemen are, they do a lot of stuff for Mattel, but they're really known for all their Masters of the Universe stuff. But they were a traditional house for the longest time. They did all clay. And my wife was over there talking to those guys, and she sends me a text mid-interview and says, they want to know why you haven't shown them your work.
I think so.
And I'm thinking, well, why would I? I'm a digital guy. So I came over there afterwards, and it turns out they were transitioning from traditional, as most everyone in the toy industry did then, to digital. They needed somebody who was kind of right place, right time. And
Right. Yeah.
got my first
But you put
gig.
yourself out there and you had your work
Yeah,
together, right?
you gotta
That's
have
part of
your work
it.
out here, and I had tons of business cards. And once you get your foot in the door, you just keep coming back. I mean, it becomes a business expense, and it becomes a think you
There's
just
Toy
gotta
Fair
do.
as well, but Toy Fair is more about selling toys, making the toys, and people trying to sell their toys. But you could network there. That's in New York City for the person also asking.
Isn't Toy Fair though also like industry more? Like I don't
Yeah,
think
it's extremely
open to the
industry. It's
public.
more about. It's really more towards purchasing
Yeah.
and like toy stores going and purchasing toys. Other like all the toy companies trying to make a toy and trying to sell it to those toy stores. It's more of that, but you might be able to make some good connections with interesting people there. But I think I agree with you. I think coming to like this,
Just a good, like a
Comic-Con,
big one, or just
Yeah.
one. If you see Mattel's going to be somewhere, you see Hasbro's going to be somewhere, you see Gentle Giant, whoever's going to be somewhere. You know, and that's what you want to do. Go. Another one is
I do know people.
PowerCon.
Which one? PowerCon?
It's a little known. It's the He-Man focus one. But I've talked to about 3 different vendors, clients, just like over the last couple of days, and they're going to have booths. They're going to be putting new product out.
Wow.
So if you're, I mean, that's in Jersey, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's in Jersey or somewhere close by there.
But I do know some toy people and some artists and collectible artists that from one post on ZBrush are going to call for a company.
Yeah.
Because I do talk to people that hire companies and they do look at ZBrush Central because they know they're already a ZBrush artist. They're on ZBrush Central too, so that is
Yeah.
maybe a spot.
I don't think I was quite good enough. But I think it was who I knew. You know, insider connections. And maybe a little bit of hustle. Maybe a little bit of talent. Hustle, I think, is who I know.
How I loved you and how you are very expensive.
What's going on? Oh.
DesignerCon is a good one. That's a good call.
Oh yeah, yes. There was some of
Someone,
that.
someone put that. That's a good call. DesignerCon is a really good. That one's in. They're in Anaheim.
Yeah,
right?
I've
Yeah.
never been, but I hear it's awesome.
No, it's good. Yeah, I went up. I'd say 4 years ago. They're so much bigger now. They're a really big show. Yeah. That's a good one. Good call online.
And I know a lot of the bigger, like, toy people are starting to, because it used to be small, like, indie artists, a lot of indie artists.
There's a lot of vinyl toys.
And there's money there, so, like, of course, it's attracting the big companies now. So they're starting to develop stuff and put up booths there. So, yeah, that's an excellent one.
And to plug us again, ZBrush Summit is a spot we could run into.
Yeah, I think really that's probably it. That's the main one.
Yeah.
Top, for sure.
I think it's about putting yourself out there, letting people see your
Yeah,
artwork.
it's a
number
nonstop
one. That's
hustle.
number one. You gotta
Nonstop
put your work
hustle.
out there. And not be scared. It's tough as an artist, though. You know, we got that person on our shoulder, like what you just say. You don't think you're good enough, but you probably are.
Well, you
And put
you
yourself out there.
constantly see amazing work.
Yeah.
ZBrush Central, everybody on there is better than you. That's how I feel anytime.
Yeah, well, I think
look
that's
at
all every artist.
it. And I
probably.
feel like I talk to all sorts of pro sculptors, and they feel the same way. Like
Yeah, everybody feels that.
Because
way.
there's amazing artists out there.
That's what I mean by you gotta put yourself out there, and you might be more surprised.
Yeah.
Like I know a student that he worked on a War Machine for like ever. I'm like, dude, you gotta post it. Who's gonna have seen this? Your mom, your cat, your brother. Like you gotta show it up. You gotta call within 24 hours for a job.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then he did the end credits for Ultron. Him and another artist. That's what he got a call for.
That's awesome.
That's a real example.
It's a great example. Yeah. It's a hustle every year. It's a hustle. You gotta go out, show your stuff. You'll talk to the same people year after year after year, and they'll be like, "Yeah, let's work. Yeah, maybe." And you walk away super hopeful, and nothing happens. And then eventually they're like, eventually you get an email, and they're like, "Hey, we got this little thing you want to try." And you just gotta rock that as hard as possible, and hope that you get some follow-up work, and then that becomes your career.
What's up, man? Did you have any questions? You're just watching.
Staring at it makes me uncomfortable.
Staring him down. Got an audience now, bro.
All my fans, singular.
went to a dental conference and there was a panel on using ZBrush to make to practice sculpting with teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like
They're definitely because they have to hand sculpt and wax and everything like that.
Yeah.
But now they scan them out and they throw them in ZBrush.
Yeah.
And then now it's a digital file. They can create videos to show the patient what they're going to do.
Yeah, they had like a section too that I guess back in the day the students would learn the teeth form by sculpting them out of clay.
Yeah.
So they started trying it out digitally too.
Yeah.
The guy was really funny though. He's like, yeah, we can. Yeah, the students will pick it up in a couple days. It's how to sculpt and nothing. It's like, yeah, okay. There's an older guy. He's like, students they know technology nowadays. You just give them the program, they'll figure it out. Like, okay. I'm sure that's partially true though. Has there been any industries that were really surprising for you?
How ZBrush is being used in certain industries?
Yeah.
NASA was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
How some automotive industry companies were using us has got some unique in aviation. It's not surprising, but helping certain branches solve like murder cases. They got a skull, they got to reconstruct the face. It's not surprising, but in the conversation, it's surprising the information you get. I'm trying to think even some really crazy, unique things that I was like, whoa, really? Because we're in, I'd say, solidly about 10 industries, I would say.
Yeah.
So obviously, jewelry, toys, collectibles, film, games, the norm. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll get an email like, that's interesting. I'm trying to think of the most recent interesting email that I've gotten. That was, I think I went off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going back. There's going to be a forensic conference. They want me to teach them how to do scanning and then clean up. So they want to use it for measurement. Putting out scale replicas.
Yeah. But there's even people making it with comic books, which is interesting. Just to see their approach to that.
Oh yeah, you get the non-photo PR rendering.
Yeah. That was even before that. People were making comic books.
Yeah. I saw that. That's awesome. I mean, you've had the cell shade in there for a while to layer that out.
Real time. Hey, Brodie, so what do you think is your greatest strength as a digital sculptor?
Probably just speed and ability to adapt, maybe. Maybe because when it's more geared towards toys, I guess, but there's always so many revisions and changes that need to be done in a quick amount of time. And thanks to ZBrush, it's really easy to do. And I've just gotten good at doing those quickly and kind of knowing how to cut corners to get the end product to the level they want it, but not having to redo.
How much are you involved in your process with the toy? Are you just only doing the sculpts and handing it off for someone else's articulation and product?
I do articulation, everything. Yeah, and it really depends. I mean, some companies have their own buck that they want you to do. But for DC Multiverse that I did with Four Horsemen for Mattel, the last couple of waves we had to do all new bodies. And that was it was essentially here's we want a new female. So I did a Batwoman figure, and they were like, we want a new female body, and they just sent pictures from the comic. They didn't send it's not like the film industry. That's one thing you learn in the toy industry. It's not like the film industry where it's super detailed turns and all this intricate it's you'll get a comic panel and you we want that, and we need it 2 weeks from now. And you're like, okay, I don't know what the back of the head looks like.
Oh yeah, when I worked on Ultron, I literally just got an old drawing. I'm like, okay, well, what about the back?
Yeah.
What way to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
And I actually went to the comic book, and I just went, all right, I'm going to go with the comic book Ultron.
So depending on what it is, sometimes you get a lot of freedom, and for that particular one, it was just literally make a Batwoman, and we want you to pump it full of as much articulation as you can, which was really just updating, because they didn't have ankle rockers at the time, so gave it ankle rockers, gave it thigh swivels. I think the one thing we all kind of talked about was how they wanted to do the upper body articulation.
The ab crunch?
They didn't want an ab crunch. They wanted that or a waist swivel, so instead they did an upper rib cage, under the breast area, ball joints. So you can still get that, but without messing up the sculpt and the curve too much.
So
it really depends.
if anybody doesn't know what ankle rockers are and all that stuff, right? You want to explain it? You might not know.
Oh, like when you pose a character or a toy, if you don't have ankle rockers, they make the foot go.
It'll fall over.
Yeah, the feet don't plant. So maybe he's getting a visual aid.
Obviously, something like Funko, right? He's just going to stand. So, but if you want to spread the legs,
Yeah, if you were to spread these legs, if his hips were articulated and you wanted to give him a wider stance, his feet wouldn't plant. He'd be standing on the inner edges. So you give him ankle rockers so that you can still spread the legs and plant the feet.
just for those that don't.
Just for those who are never played with a toy before. I tend to work small. I see a lot of artists and they work like their whole sculpting is like this. I don't have the arm. I mean, there's been times I'm working like this and and then I realize I'm like working on a micro machine. You know, I need to like zoom in.
Sometimes working too close, I really mess up my perspective, even sculpting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'll like it'll be shifted because I'll be like in a bad position.
Yeah. So yeah, I get. I don't know. It's fun watching how other artists work because I've sort of come up in a vacuum, or not a vacuum, but like in a kind of a big fish, little pond life where I've never really worked around other sculptors and other artists. I always worked in little small towns doing mom and pop jobs for like little shops that you wouldn't think need 3D. You talk about like people that need ZBrush. I once worked at a box factory, and they needed animated, fully animated, like basically safety instructions because none of their warehouse people spoke English, so they needed a visual thing. So they hired me to do this big 3D production.
Wow.
But then after that was done, they didn't know what to do with me. So they're like, "Can you design business cards?" I'm like, "I guess. I don't know." So.
What are you paid?
Yeah, I guess. So as you can tell, this is it's a custom UI. It's nothing fancy. A lot of the stuff I use regularly is over here, so I can just click it really quick.
Alejandro, espera.
Alright. This fox looks goofy. I mean, wolf looks goofy. I don't have any wolf reference in front of me right now, so I don't know what I'm doing. I've got all these brushes down here, but really the main ones I use are Move, Clay Buildup, and Dynamesh, and that's like 99. I mean, damn standard. That's like 99% of what I use all the time. Another little pro tip that a lot of you probably know. See, I get these like, I might get jaggies anyway, but you get these kind of like rough, all these lines here. One way you can smooth that out is to mess with your lazy stuff. I usually do .005. Alright, let's make the resolution's not sexy enough. Just divide it up quick. I just lied to you guys. It usually works really nicely. Okay, there you go. I turn on lazy. But yeah, when I want to start getting like really smooth or something like that, .005 seems to do the job. Oh, that feels nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's hot over here.
It's like Cleopatra. Your grapes are coming next.
Where's my grapes?
Where's my? I said green grapes.
I want cotton candy grapes.
What is your preferred? I prefer green.
Have you had those cotton candy ones?
No.
Oh, they're so good.
Oh.
Oh,
Insane.
they're only around.
Cotton candy grapes.
They're around this time of the year. They're like this weird. It's a green grape, so you like it.
Okay.
It's hot, but they do this. It was this weird like they just breed a bunch of different grapes to get this flavor, and it's this very like sweet, this green grape.
Why are the grapes? And speaking of that, they're so expensive. Like get a little bushel of grapes, $10 now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, if you swoop into like a Trader Joe's right now, they might have some cotton candy grapes. They're only like it literally is like a 3-week span every year.
Trader Joe's right by our house.
Yeah. And if not, you have to like wait a whole year. It's like $7 to $12 a pound. You know, like,
We went from talking about sculpting and Toy World to grapes. Any other fruits people want to throw out there?
There's not a lot to talk about anymore. We've covered it.
Well, you got 19 minutes left, so
I think Mark knocked it out a while ago.
give them rocking and rolling. We're in the home stretch.
Oh boy.
My ankles are not in the home stretch. I lost my ankle.
So this was actually a thing that I was doing for real. I'd have some better reference up, and after I kind of get this rough shape, I'd go in and kind of, you know, tweak stuff, and there's also no real given art direction here. I'm just kind of doing whatever. So I don't know if this is supposed to be a cartoon wolf or if it's going to be a real wolf. None of that's been decided yet. I'm just.
It's your world.
If you don't, what you don't see is Paul's off camera, just like threatening to hit me constantly, and just doing this every time I pause.
Does this software have to run on graphic processors?
We don't use a video card at all.
You don't. So it's just
It's all,
a regular.
it's all RAM and processor, CPU based, and then of course hard drive will come into play with virtual memory and things like that. But it's all driven by your processor and your RAM. So the better processor and more RAM you have, just higher levels of polygons, detailing you'll be able to even get. But you don't need an extremely good computer just to run it. Like I have a notebook that's now 8 years old.
Do you run it on it?
Yeah. I can get to millions of polygons, sculpt on it, no problem.
Thank you.
Yes.
young to be letting yourself go.
What do you think? I haven't working out? Look at that figure.
Maybe number 2's on the way here.
Look at that figure. Okay. That's a lot of hard work. My wife's a chef, okay? So, you know,
That's not helping.
no, I do not. I would not eat a healthy menu without my wife.
How would we do it?
Something I like to do, and it's not going to really, I don't know if it's a thing, but it's just I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but something I like to do is instead of just drawing like let's just say we want to, I don't know, we want to frown mark right there. Instead of doing just that and then like cutting it around it, I like to start there maybe. But I always go kind of across whatever my bump is, or whatever sort of groove I want. I think it gives it more natural, like
Here's a good question for you.
transition. Yeah.
Do you know of any good resources for learning about toy articulation?
There's a few. Your very own Joseph helped me out early on in my career.
The live bullion one?
Yes, the live. Well, before then, he did couple of, I don't know if it's still around, but it was Ryan Kingsling's
Yeah,
ZBrush
yeah, he
work.
did a whole one. Yeah, he had that 3
and-
weeks of just articulation.
Yes, and that was like a Bible to me early on in my career.
One of the best things I could say is go buy a toy, take it apart.
Yes.
That's pretty much how I learned myself. Just buying an old toy.
Or do you
learn
mean
it.
just how to learn about articulation or how to sculpt it? What is
Just
he
learn
asking?
about articulation?
Oh yeah, just go buy a toy and tear it apart. Like G.I. Joe, well they don't make G.I. Joes much anymore. They do, but they don't. Yeah, go buy a toy that has some off target. And just,
But I don't know of any good real like one website that I can think of where you can learn like what's a lollipop, like what you said, ab crunch,
yeah.
ankle, like all that.
Go to a toy forum, any toy forum, and read the people that are fans of said toy complain about the toy, and you'll learn all the. There's never any praise on the toy. It's always this sucks because of X, Y, Z. The ab crunch doesn't have any range. The ankle things don't work. So you'll learn all your terms that way. So.
You used to have a toy blog. Well, you still do, right?
You mean radtoyreview.com? Not really. I mean, it's still up. It's mostly nice photos of expensive toys, overpriced toys, and like novels of words, a novel worth of words I've written about each of them, but I haven't really updated it in a year.
That's the best tip to love toys.
What's that?
Best tip is to love toys.
Best tip, love toys, yeah. But there's a surprising few amount of, there's not that many actual guides online that I have found that teach you how to do the articulation. It is a lot of trial and error. My first job was a figure called Justice Buster, which was a collect and connect figure where you had to buy like 6 different figures, and then you get an arm, and you get a leg, and you get a torso, and then you have to put it all together. A couple of things, I was an organic, all I knew how to do was organic, and he's a giant robot. I'd never done articulation, and never done a toy, and they wanted tons of articulation. It was hard surface, it was like everything I couldn't do. So when they asked if I could do it, of course I said yes, I can do it, and I figured it out.
Yeah, when you're put to the wall, you figure it out.
You just figure it out, yeah. But I pinged Joseph actually quite a bit, and props to him wherever he is over there.
Stomping over there and talking about it.
He helped me a lot. Joe Minna, who
Sure.
a lot of you guys know, he's just a fountain of knowledge.
Yeah, he's going to be in your spot on Saturday.
Yep.
Starts it off Saturday.
Joe's a great guy, and he's just a great resource for. Not that I'm suggesting you should PM him or anything, but he's a solid guy. He definitely helped me out with some questions early on in my
There's a really good summit talk by Hasbro too that David going on the lollipop thing.
Yeah, they were a guest at our summit, I want to say 4 years ago, and they talked about some articulation. Yeah.
How much time do I have? Do I have time to even
You
break
have
the team?
12 minutes.
Oh, okay, I can do some too.
Keep the questions coming online too, people.
I think that was before Pro Boolean, so probably be even better.
It was before Live Bullets.
Live
It was.
Bullets, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how to use live booleans.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I heard Mark in his thing. You were asking about Sculptors Pro, and he's like, I've never used it because I've got deadlines and I'm working, so I don't have
Right.
time.
But I mean, as a toy person,
I do it the old school way. I do it like
what, the
I
Dynamish way?
I do it like this. So like, say I wanted some nice spheres here. You know, for those who don't know.
Now you know it.
Now you know. So I would put some spheres there.
Yeah.
I Dynamesh them to whatever. Go here, click this guy right there. Then I take this, merge it down, get that out of the way, and then Dynamesh, and boom, got some lovely eyeball holes there.
I need to sit down.
You're so close, man. You're so close. You got like it's just one button difference.
Yeah, I know. Well, the original, you guys updated it though, made it better, right? Because the original way, wasn't it like it created a whole new tool and you had to import said tool?
For what, Live Boolean?
Yeah.
Now if you're using a folder, you can actually use the folder to drive it, and then we'll automatically create the result right below the folder and turn everything off the folder automatically.
You're gonna have to show me after,
Yeah.
like exactly, like
super easy.
I think it's just like anything. Once you get something that works, you just go with it,
Sure.
and then you're like, "Oh, these great features are awesome." Like I use folders; those are freaking super handy and awesome. And I'm sure live boolean is.
You're getting a lot of people saying, "I need to show you live boolean."
Yeah, I'm sure. There's
There's
probably
one
so
in
many
there.
people that are like we use that all
After
the time.
you're done, we'll show you.
This guy's a noob. Noob tube. I'm gonna keep those.
I definitely hear that though. Like there's I love new features and I get really obsessed with them. But concentrating on the work and being obsessed with it versus concentrating on the features. So I love new features.
Yeah, but Brodie, you gotta the time, right? You gotta have the time.
Yeah.
As a person, you're working, you're in a studio, or you're doing like freelance work. You don't have time to sit there unless you're trying to get a deadline. Then I get it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah.
I had a guy, and I'm not going to name drop, but he's a well-known guy in the industry, and he offered to basically print whatever I created. Like if I came up with a toy or a bust or a statue last year, he said, "I'll do it. We'll print it, put it on my store. Blah blah blah." Great deal for anyone who wants to do anything. I literally haven't had time. I started the idea, started some concepts. I got a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
I just run out of time. There's only so much time in the day.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it. It's my New Year's resolution from like a year ago.
Do summer's resolution. Forget that New Year's resolution. Do summer's resolution.
Yeah, right.
July summer's resolution. After your resolution. Brian Beatty, everybody. Howdy, sir.
Brodie, getting it done.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
And Brian over here.
Take some photos of his interface so I can steal all his secrets.
You don't need my secrets. I don't know anyone who has more like output like toys than you, man. You got so much stuff.
How you been? You been enjoying things?
Yeah. It's con is like work. It's fun, but it's also you get tired.
Get 8 minutes.
You get weary. The bones are what they used to be. I'm just gonna.
That age comes creeping on you.
I'm just gonna cheat here.
Get worn out quick now.
It's a tough day to get up in the morning.
I'm just gonna do this quick and nasty.
You walk the whole show. How many steps?
Oh man. Let's see. 20K. That's double. That's double. 10 and stay 10.
You should look at my phone. I haven't had it.
Well, I cheated too. I left the campus and walked down the road for lunch. That way down the road, I just kept going. I was like, I want to see where I could go. Yeah.
And it's probably less busy too.
Oh yeah. It wasn't that bad.
Excuse me, man. Did you
Everybody
just start off with like a block?
First couple of blocks.
Yep.
Couple spheres, yeah.
They go 2 more blocks.
Yeah.
You can have your own place.
Actually, there was a right in the
A couple of
first block,
spheres and
right?
not a really good idea of what I was gonna do.
Wow.
Right there.
I just wanted to explore a little bit,
Yeah.
It's not pretty, but something.
Do you feel pressure when people are watching you? Are you cool with that?
Man, I'm not even like.
You're not even listening. You're just kind of doing your
I
thing.
don't mind. I like chatting with people. It makes me more comfortable. Chat with people. It's when I'm all up here by myself and there's this thing right here, and then I'm like, I start getting weirded out.
At my day job, it's like I have engineers coming up and then they're over my shoulder trying to tell me things. I don't hear what they're saying. I'm just like, yeah. You just keep working, right? Keep
That's
working
for
and
those,
you isolate everything.
That's for those TP report. What's it called?
TPS report.
TPS report?
You read my mind, dude. I was like, yeah, I'll get you the TPS.
Yeah,
TPS
Brian,
cover
we're
letter.
gonna need that first
All that
thing.
technical stuff. I just want to sculpt, man. Make it work.
Yes, that's what it's art's on a podium.
one thing too that could be like a blessing or a curse. If you do toy sculpting and if you work in a certain scale, like a smaller scale a lot, you might find yourself struggling with higher detail stuff because those details don't
Clay
come
build up
across.
one of your best friends.
What's that?
Clay build up tool.
Yeah, I use that all the time.
Yeah.
Because you don't really have to do tons of tight detail because it just doesn't come up once the toy's made, you don't see it. Like doing wrinkles on a 6-inch toy.
Yeah, gotcha.
You might get the really deep ones, but you're not going to get the fine ones. So a good test of that, if you really need to get some lines in there, is use this skin shader. Push it back to kind of basically the scale that I'd want to, think the toy would be visually to me on the screen. And then I can already tell, like, that cross line that's not going to pop up. So I would have to go back in here and,
4 minutes. You're almost done.
get that hammered in better.
I'm not gonna say that.
Huh?
You're messing with him, talking to him. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
You're messing me up.
No, but this has been it. We've never done it like this. Having, like I said, it's been interesting.
Yeah.
You guys are engaging. Their online community's engaging.
Oh, so you're answering people's questions right now via.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw them to them when they ask questions specifically to the presenters. And then this way people, streaming-wise, they can see it all on all 4 of the platforms. There we go.
Sculpt always if you want to sculpt.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is too. You don't even have to really sit there and talk and be ridiculous like me. You can just sit and sculpt and people like it. Right? You learn a lot just watching a technique that's in the house. Then you go track. Do you have one project file that you work from to keep the scale of your sculpt consistent?
I do not.
Do you use
Smarter
Scale
people
Master?
might. I do.
Okay.
I use Scale Master, but I use another program that I won't mention, but I use another program a lot to just nail, like make sure I've got it like exactly where it needs to be. I'm just more comfortable with it. But you can teach me. I'd love to learn. Like there's.
Yeah, I always, for all my toy stuff, I just use Scale Master.
Yeah.
Me. What do you use? Do you use Scale Master to do all your scaling, or pretty much your personal work is all the same buck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then in your work, office
But
work, that's
office work, I have to scale it and get it, get that what they need, and then go back and change it again because they decided that they can't afford that, so we have to make it smaller. That kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. You have some, bro? Do you have some hidden parts and stuff like that turned off? A bunch of, or is that all you're working on right there on the
All
screen?
this stuff right here. Oh, what are you talking about?
I was just asking because you're at 17 million and I didn't know.
Oh, I just didn't even pay attention. I just subdivided something
awesome.
like a ton.
Just keep it up high.
Yeah.
That's the process. I always freak out when I get to. I'm like, oh no, I got to go back and take it down more. Still, after all this time, even though I know it can handle it, you know it can handle it now. But you go back to old habits, trying to read Dynamesh or whatever
Now I will keep just to answer that. I will keep if it's like if I'm doing a lot of Mattel toys or something. I'll try to work from a file so at least they're all kind of the same size. That way output is once I'm finalizing everything, it's easy.
Yeah.
But other than that, if I go from like something for
Yeah, the reason I do like that, I did like the ship. Oh, let this go.
The exhibit hall will be closing in 30 minutes.
That's their nice way. So like when I did like say the Star Wars stuff, they just said, hey, it needs to be 100 so by the I just did a bounding box. I just made sure also I didn't outgo out of that bounding box.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I do a bounding box at the end and then put it in.
Which then works also because they go to packaging anyways. So you can get the packaging sizing anyways and make sure the toy can actually fit in that.
That was the big thing with the Justice Buster toy, that very first thing. I mean, that was definitely a trial by fire for me because it was based off of, what's this artist's name? I'm going to butcher it. Coppola, Greg, and he did like...
Greg Coppola?
Is it Greg Coppola?
Greg Coppola?
Francis Ford Coppola?
No,
not Coppola. Not the director.
Nicolas Cage,
the artist. No, anyway, fantastic artist. It's been a long day and I can't think right now. But anyway, if you ever looked at any comic panel, it's always stylized. It's always like, it's not based in reality. So that was my reference. It's a huge hulking figure. Half of it's in shadow, so you're having to fill in all the blanks. And then we get to the end of it. Mattel loves it. Four Horsemen love it. Everybody loves it. And then they're like, oh wait, we gotta fit it in a box that's like it's like this big, you know. They gotta fit it in a box that's like this. So I literally had to figure out then how to squish it down and keep all the articulation I had made.
no fun.
And you know, all that stuff. So
Not fun at all. Well, you reached your time, so when you're ready to jump off, feel free. Just let us know so that you can say your goodbyes.
I'm just gonna finish this little bit. I don't even know why. I'm just gonna. Yeah. My buddy wrote him. He went.
I don't do Coca-Cola.
But if I do, it's from Galaxy.
It's not clear what I'm doing. I'm trying to give this guy a couple of gum-looking teeth that kind of pop out the bottom. So it looks like he's dead. I don't know why. That's where all my that's where all my millions of polygons are. I don't need. I think that's about it. I think I'm ready. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Guys, thanks for tuning in. That was a good time? All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for the questions. Good luck. Happy ZBrush.